Good morning, guys. So, if you can tell, I kind of sound allergic. So, about twice a year, the pollen in this area is really bad, and I have severe allergies. So, today, everything sounds like it's in a bubble. But today, I don't know how much I'm going to get done actually this weekend totally. But where we left off was we got the radiator in. And now I'm going to start working on the engine hump. Again, I don't know how much I'm going to get done, but at least it's something, right? So what I've done so far is that piece that went in on the inside. I just kind of trimmed it up so I could get the one piece fit around that curve. The hardest part of making this is that curve that goes right there, right? So what I'll do is I'll bring you in and I'll show you what I did. So right here, all I did was I just cut it down to match right here. So that would be the hardest part, because everything else is basically, I don't want to say it's flat, but it's pretty close to it. So I have a feeling I'm going to take this and I'm going to weld it to that inner piece right there, at least tack it in a couple spots, and then we'll go from there. But that's kind of like my plan for today. So let me get this piece out, and then we'll go from there. So this piece right here has holes that used to have here. So it used to have bolts that went through there, so you could take this inner piece off. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a couple quarter 20 rib nuts in there and just attach that to that. That way it'd be better than welding it. So let me get that done. Actually, I'm going to put a couple here, here, and here, so it brings it around. You've seen me use this tool before. I love this thing. Anyway. All right, so that piece comes in and out, as you see, but it went right back in really easy. Just the 2 bolts on each side. I still am working on, probably I'm just going to do 1/4-20s around here too. So, but now that we got that sort of somewhat together, here it is. So here is the passenger side. That would go right there. So probably what I'm going to do is this is going to get welded back into place once, let me show you here. So it's hard for you to see, but it's going to kind of, actually it goes like that, and it's going to kind of get welded back in like that. Let me find my magnetic thing, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so this piece right here, it's going to go just like that, and then I'm going to put rib nuts here, 3 along the top, and then at least 1 down here. I may weld on a little tab and put another one right here, so that way this can come off, because this piece right here will come off through the front if I ever have to take the motor out or whatever like that. And then these pieces that go like this will be removable, and then this piece will be removable, and that's kind of my plan right now. So I'm going to drill some pilot holes for my rib nuts, and then we're going to see if we can put some rib nuts in this thing and get this one side done, and then I have to do the same on the other side, and yeah, so we'll go from there. Be right back. All right guys, so this side is somewhat done. I just decided to get it done, meaning I just did it in sections. So I still have to make this bottom piece on this side, but I think I'm going to kind of close this section up because I don't need so much, right? But we got this piece in on this side, and then my overall goal here, I think, is that this with this will all come out as one unit, you know, like from the inside. But the only thing is that right here where I put the rib nut, I can't get to that bolt to get it out. So I'll probably knock this lip off down to about there so I can get that piece off as in one unit. So I know it doesn't look very pretty, but I'm okay with that. It will get covered up. So on this side here, I'm going to set you up in here. On this side over here, I'm working on fitting up this piece right there. So I've cut a lot off of it and trimmed it up, but I'm going to do the same I did over there. 3 rib nuts right there, 1/4-20s to here, and then I'm going to start sectioning all this stuff again on this side. So let me set you up in here. Basically 90% of all this never got recorded. I didn't hit play or record, I guess. Basically kind of like how I'm feeling is how that's working out. So let me, there it is. Let me set you up over here, and then if I get this finished today, that would be awesome. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really working on trying to do too much, just to get this finished up somewhat. And then we'll show you a couple goodies that I got in later. But yeah, let's get into this. So now I'm just hitting record. So, and I'm not going to touch it until I get this finished off. But just know I'm cutting out sections out of, this is all 18 gauge. And then I'm going to split this right through here to get rid of this extra from coming over. And then I'm going to butt up to that. And then what I want to do is I want to make a backbone right here out of 18 to kind of solidify the bottom and the top. But what you didn't see, well, you saw a little bit of it yesterday. I just have this piece in here of 18 just to kind of give me my overall shape down the center. And it's just clecoed in here and then clecoed up on top here just to kind of hold it in place. But eventually all this will get welded to this. And then, like I said, just take out the bolts, and then this whole piece will come out as one unit. And it'll fit through the door, no problem. But anyway, so let's get into it. And all I'm doing is I'm just bending this over my knee to get that arch right here. I still have to break this down here at a 40 or at a 90 for the bottom right here, but this will give me my shape here so I can kind of come in here and see what we got to do, right? So I think, let me mark this. So a lot of this is kind of like guessing, you know, I'll be honest. So like right now, I'm just kind of guessing where this line would have to be. So I'm going to take it over to the brake and just break that. Yeah. So I just cut that down. Okay. right, guys, so as you can see, the piece can come out right now. I'm going to transfer this to 16 gauge so that can go down in this area right here to kind of flatten me off right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that real quick, cut this out, and then we'll be right back. Piece is cut, so now I'm trimming it up. Okay, guys, so we know this comes in and out with no problem. The biggest issue overall on this particular application is that I got to make this removable. If this was not have to be removable, yeah, you could weld it all in and bob your uncle and you're done. But this is not that. Okay, so I'm gonna weld this to this and it'll lift off as one piece because I want something to attach that to, so it'll give me a better baseline as far as not wobbling all over the place. And then this is 16 gauge, so that'll start my flange because I have to make a flange that goes right here. So this can all get attached to this, but I have to go past my welding in the floor. So I got to come out to about here with the flange. The flange is no big deal as far as getting into this part, but I need all this in here so I can figure out my pedals and seat and all that stuff. So I know how much room I got going on here. All right, let's tack that in and start massaging it around so it fits a little better. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Today especially. All right, let's take a break for about 10 minutes. Let that kind of cool off. And then we'll get back at it to fill this piece. It's looking amazing. All right, guys, let's see if we can make a piece to fit right here. And then see what's next. Okay guys, that's sort of fitting up. So once I get this tacked in here, I can tap that down to get that down, and then I can tap this over to get that over. But here, we're good. So, yeah, let's start welding it in place. I don't know, that's pretty ugly, but I can't stress enough of how ugly this is. But she'll be fine. Once we clean her up, she'll be brand new. Okay, so now I got to make basically like a flange right here. Yep. All right, guys, so all I got to say about this hump is that it's a hump, right? I did the passenger side first, and then I went back and learned a few things to do the driver's side. So let me swap you around here and I will show you what I got going on. So there it is in its ugly glory. So this is the flange right here. This will be rib nutted to the floor there, and up there. And then I got the rib nuts there. You already saw that I could take this in and out. I'm still letting it cool down a little bit because I really got after it with the welder. But as I said, ground down all those things, and then over all those areas right there, I'll be putting the panel bond stuff over there, but I want to let it cool down. But yeah, so there's that side, and this whole piece is welded to this piece. So like I said, you take these out, and then you take all those out around the bottom, and then this whole thing comes up, slides forward, and off. So let me show you to the driver's side, which is way more better. So this is the driver's side. So I did this in one piece. So this is only 1, 2, 3, 3 pieces, whereas the other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Same with this piece right here. And then those 3 right there will be rib nuts. And you can pop those out. And then this piece will come up and off. But it'll be pretty good. Yeah, so let's talk about this for a second. All right, guys. Well, not so bad, considering I really don't feel like being out here due to the allergies and what have you. But sometimes you just got to get out there and do something for something. That was actually a big hurdle, was to make that engine hump. Is it the most prettiest? Nope. But once I get it smoothed out, and then seam seal / panel bond all the seams, and then put a layer of the sound deadening stuff on it, and then on the back side I'm going to put on some heat shield stuff. It's on Amazon. But let me show you something that we got in. I told you earlier that I have a few goodies that came in, and there they are. Boop, boop. So I posted up on Facebook in a couple of the groups that I'm in about COE groups about putting beetle fenders on the Ford. And I thought they were 68 fenders, but there was a couple people in there that corrected me very nicely. Like, that's not rude. Like, hey guy, that's 64 through 66 beetle fenders, not 68. Something about how the headlights are. And these guys right here, I guess these were horn grills. But so I ordered a set of headlight bucket thingies for a 65 Volkswagen Beetle. They're just sitting up there. I don't actually have them like fully attached. I just got the bolt in the bottom. But the really cool thing about these is actually they're exact same ones on my 63 bus. It has a turn signal bulb inside there. So, well, it could be a turn signal or a running light down there. And I actually have extra bulbs that I bought for that when I did that. And those are glass. And they're not here yet, but I also bought little visors that come out. So that's pretty cool. And then the second thing that we got in, let me open up this door. Look at that. So I got a seat. So I wanted a low back seat. I still don't know where I'm going to height-wise put that. Right now it's sitting on, I just have it sitting on 1.5" square tubing. That's 1/8 inch thick stuff, but that brings me up 1.5 inches. I had 4-inch blocks underneath there, and it seemed too high. But I don't know. I might have to get the sliders for it, because where they're at right now, and as far back as they are, it seems like a long distance from me to that dash right there. So in essence, I believe that the back of the seat needs to be even with the door frame. That way it brings me forward. But I needed to put this in so I could have a placement for the seat, so I could also put in brake pedal assembly that I got from Jegs. And it also has a master cylinder, and I'm going with manual brakes. But I do have the master cylinder, and I have the proportionate valve that is disc drums which is what this chassis is. So let me, I'll just kind of move that seat forward a little bit and give you an idea. So honestly, I'm thinking the seat probably has to be about there. That's what I think. Right about there. So it's got to come off that a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. But because the steering wheel will be right here, there's a lot of room this way to this way versus my GMC, even the 3100. There's more room this way to this way. And I wanted the bench seat because right in this area right here is going to be the gear shift. So that it's going to be another one of those low car side action shifter, like I did exactly the same one floor mount that I did on the GMC. That way I can put it right here. The shifter can come up like that and it'll be right there. I think that's perfect. But yeah, I'll move this back so it doesn't fall. So that seat isn't anything special. What it is a Jeep Wrangler CJ7 seat, direct replacement from Best Tops. I got that off Amazon. I was looking at trying to maybe building something with some memory foam, you know, with the thick upholstery foam, and then get some seat covers to kind of wrap it. And by the time I get all that to make one seat, this one seat that I bought was way cheaper. This was like 180 bucks for the seat. Low back, I went with tan because I'm going to leave the outside obviously green. So green and tan, I think, are a good combination. So that's what I'm doing right there. So I certainly appreciate you guys coming in here, and you know, I'm sorry about the nasal sounding, the mediocre fab work that I did on this. I hope I don't lose some of you guys as subscribers because of this, but you know what? It's done. I got it done. And one more step in the project off the list. So now I can move forward with everything else that I already said. So I'm going to wrap it up for today. That was a lot of work today. And then I'm just going to kind of crash. And then we'll catch you next week for sure. Hopefully we'll be done with this, and then we can move on to something really, really cool. If not really, really cool, something that has to get done, right? So remember, guys, go out there and build something cool, one weekend at a time. Bye.